Good morning, everybody. Sorry, I was late a bit today due to some reasons. So let's start the class without wasting any further time. आज की जो क्लास हमने रखी हुई है दैट इज़ फॉर द यूजी प्रोग्राम जो क्राइस्ट यूनिवर्सिटी के एंट्रेंस एग्ज़ाम के बाद माइक्रो प्रेजेंटेशन स्किल असेसमेंट और इंटरव्यू की प्रिपरेशन है that we're going to help you out. It's not only tips, we're going to give you the real time interviews जो क्राइस्ट के अंदर हुए हैं, जो real time skill assessments है, that all what we're going to help you out. So do subscribe us if you are new to us, and thank you, and make sure you share it with your maximum friends so I can have live session, live doubts from you guys and can solve them for you. So let's start. Now the source which I would like to tell you how we're going to prepare it, like every year we prepare. This is from the last year or before that even. There are so many students of ours who went to Christ University Bangalore campus, and that's what the target everybody has. So what we are doing, we want everybody to be a part of that legacy that they have and get into the Christ University's top campuses for their programs. So what exactly we need? We need the real authenticated data, that what we are here with right now. If you see the chat, this is the candidate number 76 for Christ BCom honors. Before that, if you see, we have, okay, 1 second. आप बाहर बैठ के रिवाइज कर लो अभी, ठीक है. So there are so many interviews that we have for you guys, which you guys can go through, and that can help you in understanding how the Christ pattern goes. Like if I go a bit up, 75, 74, and there are so many, right? So April 7th, yesterday only we put some interviews from the last round 1, and before that also we have put some interview on January 22nd, that was after the round 1 of December. It was a symbiosis. Before we have Christ, and there are so many other interviews which were there on December 13, December 14, right? So let's go ahead. We have made it phase wise for you. In the first phase, we're going to show you some questions that how the preparation gonna be. We're gonna have approximately 6 to 7 days before the next interviews are going to be there on 13th or 14th, the interview dates. So we'll try to cover maximum. So let's start with it without wasting any time. 11th to 12th also, ठीक है. फिर कुछ लाइव कर लेंगे और कुछ वीडियोस डाल देते हैं. डे 1 डे 2 को एक ही दिन में कर लेंगे, कुछ ऐसा कर लेंगे, ठीक है. Okay, so let's see how the pattern gonna be. The first day itself should be about, this is the day 1 we have, where we're going to tell you what kind of skill assessment question you're going to have. Skill assessment questions में क्या होने वाला है? They're going to give you a page, a A4 sheet, where you guys have to write in 15 minutes, and you guys have to write answer to 2 questions. The answers will be as per you. They're going to check your comprehension level, they're going to check your grammar part, they're going to check how you write the things. So that is very important, because the same thing they're going to have in the interview also, and they may ask the questions from there also. For example, the day 1, where we ask you guys to prepare the answer to, is technology killing our creativity? That was the one of the questions was asked in the skill assessment of Christ University in the first round. And then the second question they have asked the students to write, that there is no substitute to hard work. Now you guys are very well versed with the AI, artificial intelligence, I mean the chat GPT. You have still 3 to 4 days. Any topic you want, just put that in the chat GPT or in any other AI tool and get the information. Because in 3 or 4 days, I'm not gonna tell you all the information. I can't teach you right? I can't coach you for all that. What I can do, I can give you the blueprint, how you guys have to prepare. So for skill assessment, there are 2 questions they're gonna ask. Is technology killing our creativity? And there's no substitute to hard work. This is from the one of the real-time question they had. Then there are the topics of micro presentation in day 1 which we ask you to prepare. For example, they are on Indian economy, So that is a very favorite topic that they have, and normally they ask it from the students who are pursuing, who are going for eco honors or the specializations which are related to eco honors. Then self awareness is the key to success. This is another kind of micro presentation topic. Now micro presentation topic, I believe you guys must be aware, it is a 90 seconds presentation that you have to appear. It's like a extempore that you have to, they will give you a topic and you have to speak on that. Sometimes they ask you a number and they ask the topic assigned to that number. That also sometimes they do, but normally they may give you a topic straight away. They will give you 15-20 seconds to prepare, and you guys have to go ahead with that straight away. Another topic they may ask, that is technology and education. Again, it is for the BCom honors students and for the management aspirants. They definitely ask this kind of questions. Binge watching, that is again something which they have. Success is 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration. Now all these topics you guys have to prepare, and there's not only 5, there's a long list, right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do one by one each questions, and we're gonna see how it's gonna help. Some of the interview question that we have to prepare on day 1, like introduce yourself, why Christ University, why only Bangalore campus, what are your subjects in class 12th and the favorite subjects you have, why did you choose the course which you have applied for, what are your hobbies, what do you want to become in future, and how Christ will help you. I'm going to answer you all these things right away so you can be ready for the interview also. The extracurricular activities, tell me best about you. Suppose I met you after 7 years of after your 3 years at Christ, dream about your conditions and yourself. If you get a chance, that what would you change in society? Now this is something which they are very much concerned about, that how much you are contributing in the society, physically, through an NGO or through some social works, that all what they also get into. So let's start with the day 1. Now when we have to find out, is technology killing our creativity? Now if I go ahead and if I try to find out the answer to this question, as I said, on chat GPT you guys can easily do that. I'm going to tell you how you're going to do it, right? So you will not waste much of your time in just thinking about it. Let's go ahead straight away. So in the Telegram channel I'm going to put the notes answer to this, so you guys can be looking into that in details. Now here I am on my Telegram channel. So at the end here I'm going to put the answer to the first question which we had. Then the first question that we had, that is technology killing our creativity? I'm not taking these interviews which are in front of your Telegram, that you can access, because once you join this channel, UG interview prep at ACM, this we just recently started in last year, and the first time we're going to promote it to you guys. So you guys can send a request and we may add you in the group, so you can be aware about what all we are preparing here. So the first question which we had, that is technology killing our creativity? So the answer is now in front of you on the Telegram channel, which you may write. I believe you guys may check the answer now here. So that is one how can just read about it once and can just understand how to write this now. So is technology killing our creativity? If that is a skill assessment, you can write it straight away. Technology is not killing creativity, it is transforming it. In today's digital age, tools like AI, design software, social media have made it easier than ever to create and share ideas. However, over dependence on technology can reduce original thinking. When we rely too much on ready made templates, autocorrect, or instant answers, we stop challenging our minds. Creativity grows when we think, imagine, and solve problems independently. So, this channel is going to help you out on day 1 till day 7. We're going to put every answer here so you can get ready with the answers. So, next, if this says, at the same time, technology can enhance creativity if used wisely. It gives us platforms to express ourselves through videos, music, art, writing, reaching a global audience instantly. The key lies in balance. We must use technology as a tool, not a replacing for our thinking. In conclusion, so conclusion is very important. Make sure when you write a skill assessment, write in 3 paragraphs. Basically, the first, give the introduction part. Second, talk about the pros and cons. And the last part, talk about the conclusion. What is your opinion in that? So in conclusion, technology does not kill creativity, misuse does. If we stay curious, think independently, and use digital tools smartly, creativity will not just survive, it will thrive. So if you write it like this, or देखो ऐसा नहीं होगा कि you can write it word to word, right? What exactly you have to do? आपको एक बार एक टॉपिक पढ़ना है. You have to get some idea, because Christ also, or any other top university talk about, they promote ideas. So if you have ideas with you, you definitely can go ahead and you can see to that. So once you have ideas, then you can transform it in your own words. But you need words, you need patterns, you need logics, so you can go ahead and can do something, right? So this is how you can use the AI tools right now in the next 3 to 4 days, and you can write everything. For your help, I'm going to take the next topic now. The next topic which we had, that is, there is no substitute to hard work. Now there is no substitute to hard work. Let's write on that. I'm going to put that in the Telegram channel once again. So there is no substitute to hard work, that I'm going to put now, and then we're going to talk about some ideas related to it. देखो करना बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं है, हमें सिर्फ एक बार चीज़ों को समझना है कि हमें माइक्रो प्रेजेंटेशन में कोई भी टॉपिक आए, then I have to write it down, right? So this is the second skill assessment they had, and we can write the answer like this. There is no substitute for hard work. Talent, intelligence, and luck may give someone a head start. So what we are talking about, we are talking about introductory part for a micro presentation or for a skill assessment. So we're giving an introduction where it is saying talent, intelligence, and luck may give someone a head start, but only consistent efforts leads to real success, and that is absolutely right. History is full of examples where ordinary people achieved extraordinary things through dedication and perseverance. Hard work builds discipline, resilience, and confidence, qualities that shortcuts can never provide. In today's world, we often look for quick results and easy ways out, but success achieved without efforts is usually short-lived. True achievements comes from overcoming challenges, learning from failures, and continuously improving ourselves. Even the most successful people emphasize the importance of hard work behind their achievements. Hard work is like a strong foundation. It may take time to build, but it ensures long-term success and stability. In conclusion, while talent may, so again देखो conclusion last में देना ज़रूरी है, because that makes a strong impression कि in the skill assessment you are giving introduction, you are talking about the pros and cons, or you are talking about an idea, you are talking about something which is out of the box. At the end you are concluding it. So that all is very, very important. What it goes next? Hard work is like a strong foundation. It may take time to build, but it ensures long-term success and stability. In conclusion, while talents may open doors, so they are not denying talents, luck, and the intelligence, so they can definitely be a part of that. So they are clearly saying to you, in conclusion, while talent may open doors, only hard work keeps them open. Therefore, to achieve our goals and dreams, we must believe in consistent effort, because there is truly no substitute for hard work. In the end, the writer is making it quite clear that, in my opinion, there is no substitute for hard work. So that is how the micro presentation, the skill assessment has to be. In the skill assessment, it is very, very important for you guys that you stick to the things, and you guys go ahead and make a strong impression on the interviewer, that how do you think. It gives you a thinking pattern. I believe this is quite clear to all of you. Let's go ahead with the next part which we have. The next thing which we have, now micro presentation topics. Now here you have to speak on 90 seconds, so it should be like a speech. It's an extempore, so it should have data. If it's going to be good, because the numbers make impact. So that is very important. So let's go ahead and look into this also. The micro presentation topic, the Indian economy, that what we're going to talk about now. Again, I am saying this is a very favorite topic of Christ University interviewers, because if you are going for the economics honors or any specialization, they pick this very, very frequently. So please prepare on Indian economy. So that I'm gonna send in the group, so you guys can have a look at that. Now this is the micro presentation, and the topic which we are choosing, that is Indian economy. Now that is there in the Telegram channel once again, and this is here now. So now when we talk about micro presentation, they're going to give you any topic, right? So when they give you any topic, it is very important for you to stay focused that what they have asked. Now how one can go ahead with the Indian economy. Again, the certain things which we have to look into. You may ask, उनको भी आ जाएंगे, वो भी side by side ना, उनको भी idea हो जाएगा that what we are doing. So they may go on the channel, or they may come here also. It's both the ways. Anybody who is preparing, they may come here right now. So the Indian economy is one of the fastest growing. Now how can you start? You may say good morning, good afternoon. That's your wish, or if you would like to, you can straight, because you must have said them good morning when you came in the interview. So there's no need to say good morning once again. You can start away with the topic right away. Okay, so well, let's say I have given the topic as you are a student. The micro presentation topic for you, Indian economy. Now take 20 to 30 YouTube पे, ठीक है. So take 20 to 30 seconds and speak on that. So when the time has been given to you for 20 seconds or 30 seconds or 15 seconds, jot down the points in your mind that what you're going to talk about in Indian economy, because you are from the commerce background, most probably because you are going for the eco honors, so or humanities you're going to be from, right? So in any case, either from humanities or you are from the commerce background, in both the cases, please understand, in both the cases you should be aware about the Indian economy. In the class 11th 12th you have read about it, so try to jot down the important points which you are good at, because if they ask in the beginning or in middle, they may put some questions to you on this, and otherwise if it is at the end, so that means this is going after that, there will not be any follow-up questions. So that is again something which you can be sure about, so you can judge whether the interviewer has some questions in his mind or in her mind for you to ask. So let's say the micro presentation, it's gonna be for 90 seconds. Make sure the speed gonna be slow so you can cover up the 90 seconds. Sometimes it happen it happens that you don't have much ideas, but still you can speak for 90 seconds, because if you go a bit slow, if you slow down your speed, you can cover the maximum points. So that is what exactly we are going for. So let's start how it's gonna be. The Indian economy is one of the fastest growing major economies in the world. It is a mixed economy where both the government and private sector play important roles. Over the years, India has transformed from an agriculture based economy to one driven by services, industry, and technology. The service sector contributes the largest share to GDP, followed by industry and agriculture. Now I'm reading it like that, okay? But you guys, when you go in the presentation, you will not read it like this, right? You will just speak up. You will think about it side by side. You're gonna be saying it, so it's gonna be more natural. Let me continue with this, because when we read it and you guys are going to listen to it, something gonna store here, because listening is better than reading. That is proven, because when you listen, the ideas get stored if you listen attentively. So that is why I'm speaking on all these topics. Otherwise I must have given you the list like I'm giving it to you, like here, and I must have asked prepare for it, and you can prepare for it. But how to prepare for it if you don't know the basic things? Like Indian economy, first of all we have introduced, then we are talking about the current, what is happening here. The service sector contributes the largest share to GDP, followed by industry and agriculture. Initiatives, talk about the initiatives like Make in India and Digital India have boosted manufacturing and digital growth. India is also becoming a global hub for startups and innovation, especially in fintech and IT. However, now put a contrast. देखो बहुत ज़रूरी है, it's very very important that the listener should have interest. For that, what is important? If listener has to be interested, you need to give him some quotations, you need to give him some contrasting ideas, so he can stick to your speech. For 90 seconds, you're getting a chance that they are not going to interrupt you, and you can easily make your impression. Now, what exactly it says? The Indian economy, sorry, the third paragraph I am at. So I am breaking down the presentation also in the paragraphs, because that gives you a pause, a long pause. However, the economy faces challenges such as unemployment, income inequality, and inflation. Rural development and skill enhancement remain key areas of focus. Despite these challenges, India's strong demographic advantage, growing middle class, and digital expansion provide immense potential for future growth. In conclusion, देखो यहाँ पर भी conclusion देना बहुत ज़रूरी है. Please understand that, because that gives a clear-cut idea that the speaker has a sequence in their mind, and the speaker is not just talking from here and there. He has the blueprint into his mind. So it is a very very important part that when you speak, it should be having a logical pattern. So in conclusion, the Indian economy is evolving rapidly, and with the right policies and efforts, it has the potential to become a global economic powerhouse. Thank you. Ensure you end it with thank you, so the interviewer knows that you have completed your part. They should not be like, are you going to say something more, or is it end of the micro presentation? So ensure you say thank you at the end, so they can be aware that you are done, and they can ask with the either more questions, or they may ask you to leave the room or the auditorium wherever you are taking the interview. This is the one of the micro presentation topic. Now let's go with the second one. The second topic that we have, that is self-awareness is the key to success. So let's put that also here. I am putting any random idea. Please understand, you can modify it. as per your interest, as per your knowledge. Because if everybody gonna say the same thing, that is also not right. That is why I always ask my students to be genuine. Whatever they're gonna prepare, we're gonna amend it. Now, self-awareness is the key to success. Now, this is a topic, a general topic. I think this is nothing to do with the economics. This is nothing to do with the commerce. So, this topic can be asked to anyone. Anyone for any course, they can ask it. So, self-awareness, that we're going to start now. So, that is here now. Self-awareness is the key to success. नाउ अगर आप किसी भी एग्ज़ाम को दे रहे हो, किसी भी कोर्स को लेकर आप ये दे रहे हो presentation, so I don't think this is a very tough topic. Anybody can speak on that. I think there's nothing which is not that one can do. So let's talk about self-awareness also. Now, micro presentation on self-awareness goes like: self-awareness is one of the most powerful tools for achieving success. It means understanding our strengths, weaknesses, emotions, and values. When we truly know ourselves, we make better decisions, set realistic goals, and stay focused on what truly matters. Now, that is about the self-awareness. So, in self-awareness is basically beginning of anything. Any project you take, any game you take, anything you take in the life, spiritually, religiously, the first thing which they talk about, self-awareness. Know yourself. So, how can one speak about it? Let's see that an example. Self-awareness is one of the most powerful tools for achieving success. It means understanding our strengths, weaknesses, emotions, and values. You may add SWOT also into it. SWOT, strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats. The SWOT which you must have learnt in the business SWOT, you may learn it and you may use that here also, because self-awareness, you can have your personal SWOT also, that what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are your opportunities, what are your threats. You can include that also. So, self-awareness is one of the most powerful tools for achieving success. It means understanding our strengths, weaknesses, emotions, and values. When we truly know ourselves, we make better decisions, set realistic goals, and stay focused on what truly matters. Many people fail not because they lack talent, but because they lack clarity about who they are and what they want. Self-awareness. So, they're using self-awareness word again, so it's gonna make more impact. Self-awareness helps us identify our areas of improvement and work on them consistently. It also builds emotional intelligence. Now, people, emotional intelligence is a very, very important word then you should be talking about. IQ is different part that they're going to check through your academics. EQ is a different part that they're going to check through your micro presentation and skill assessment also. So, self-awareness helps us identify our areas of improvement and work on them consistently. It also builds emotional intelligence. allowing us to manage stress, handle criticism, and maintain strong relationships. In today's competitive world, external knowledge is important, but inner understanding is equally essential. So they're talking about the competition, and we're going to talk about the inner self also. When we are self-aware, we don't compare ourselves blindly with others. Instead, we grow at our own pace. In conclusion, again, conclusion is still there. Do not miss the concluding part. Again, I'm repeating, conclusion is a must thing. Introductory, in between the body part, and the last conclusion. Success is not just about skills or opportunities. It begins with knowing oneself. Therefore, self-awareness is truly the foundation and key to long-term success. So this is how you may prepare a lot of topics. Whatever you want, you can do that. But you have to be very much sure that when you speak, it should be like an extempore, because the 90 seconds which they're going to give it to you, that's going to decide a lot. Because if you fumble in between, if you stop in between, if you do not complete your 90 seconds, then the things may do not go as per the plan. Let's take another topic, technology and education. Again, I'm going to put that here. Now we have technology also, technology and education. Now we have to make education into technology. So it's not about only mobile games. It's not only about your PS5 or PS6. It's not only about watching reels. It's not only about AI. Now they want to know that how technology came into the education. Now COVID, Corona, 2019, 20, 21. 20 and 21, March 20 till September 21, I believe, that 1.5 year. That was the time when the education was revolutionized with the help of technology. You can always use the COVID time, you can always use the Corona time as a reference in this. So this is one of the important topic, and I say one of the easiest one to speak on. Again, it is not pertaining to any particular stream. It can be asked from anyone. Either you're going for BTech, you're going for BBA, you're going for economic honors, BCom honors, whatever you are going for, they may ask you this. So let's think, listen to technology and education थोड़ा सा, ताकि वो भी हमारे जहन में बैठ जाए. Technology has revolutionized the field of education. Today, learning is no longer limited to classrooms and textbooks. That's true. You guys can just relate to yourself. With the help of digital tools, online platforms, smart devices, students can access knowledge anytime, anywhere. Technology makes education more interactive and engaging through videos, simulations, and virtual learning. Now, when they say more interactive, this I doubt personally, because see, now when we are online with you guys, the interaction is very less. It's only from one side, not from two sides. So this is a negative part also can be talked about, but there are certain platforms where you have the equal participation, where you can speak, where you can write, and the tutors, they answer you, maybe in writing or maybe by answering it orally. So technology makes education more interactive and engaging through videos, simulations, and virtual learning. It also allows personalized learning, where students can learn at their own pace. That's right, it is your own pace. You can learn based on their own strengths and weaknesses. Platforms like online courses and educational apps have made quality education more accessible to a wider audience. Absolutely true. However, excessive reliance on technology, so see, in presentation, in skill assessment, pros as well as cons, positive as well as negative, advantages and disadvantages, benefits and drawbacks, right? Both the sides, because that gives you space, that gives you time also to make a conclusion, to make your opinion. So include, after introduction, do include positive and negative both the sides, because interviewer also knows the both the aspects. So if you give the both the aspects, in that case, that's going to put a good impression. Now it says, it also allows personalized learning and where students can learn at their own pace based on strengths and weakness. Platform like online courses, educational apps have made quality education more accessible to a wider audience. However, excessive reliance on technology can lead to distractions and reduced critical thinking. It is important to maintain a balance and use technology as a support system. तो आपने बीच का रास्ता चुन लिया, balance. Not a replacement for teachers and traditional learning methods. In conclusion, again the conclusion is there. Technology is a powerful tool that can enhance education if used wisely. It has the potential to make learning more effective, inclusive and future ready. So देखो आप end जो कर रहे हो, you are ending it at a positive end. आप इसको negatively end कहीं भी नहीं कर रहे हो, आप इसको positive side पे end कर रहे हो, and that is the best part one can do. This is very very important to understand. Let's go further. Next thing which we have, binge watching. Now this is a very common topic once again, binge watching. Now binge watching is what? Understand this thing. आप लोग मतलब कई बच्चों को ना शायद इसका मतलब भी नहीं पता होगा. Binge watching का टॉपिक अगर आ जाए, it's all about watching continuously a series basically. Normally we talk about, आप किसी भी एक सीरीज के 6-7 एपिसोड्स लगातार देख रहे हो, तो मल्टीपल एपिसोड्स विच यू आर वॉचिंग, दैट व्हाट वी कॉल बिंज वॉचिंग. सो यू शुड बी वेरी मच अवेयर अबाउट. एक तो इस हमें होनी नहीं चाहिए बिंज वॉचिंग की है, प्रैक्टिस इज नॉट दैट गुड. हाँ चलो कभी कभार देखना ठीक है, बट इफ यू गो ऑन एंड एवरी टाइम यू वॉच इट, I don't suggest that actually, because that does nothing but that takes all the concentrations away. So what is binge watching now? Now the binge watching, as I explained to you the topic, the practice of watching multiple episodes of a series in one sitting. जब one sitting हो जाएंगे तो क्या हो जाएंगे? Couch potato हो जाएंगे. ध्यान रखिएगा इस बात को. Now what do you mean by couch potatoes? Find it out. It's an idiom, phrase है, पढ़िएगा. Binge watching, the practice of watching multiple episodes of a series in one sitting, has become very common in today's digital age. With the rise of streaming platforms, entertainment is available anytime, anywhere, making it easy to get hooked. On one hand, binge watching can be a great way to relax and unwind, but again balanced approach जरूरी है. It allows us to enjoy storytelling in depth and connect with characters more closely. For example, +2 का बोर्ड्स था, आपने एक महीना कुछ भी नहीं देखा. Now you have some good program of yours, a favorite program of yours, जिसके 4, 5, 10 episodes आ चुके हैं. So what you do after to get relax, you watch all those episodes. For example, Kapil Sharma, or maybe some other thing. So how it helps. So binge watching definitely relaxes after a stressful time period, but if you do it regularly, now that's gonna create a problem for you. Please understand that. So on one hand, binge watching can be a great way to relax and unwind. It allows us to enjoy storytelling in depth and connect with characters more closely. However, excessive binge watching can have negative effects. It can lead to poor time management, reduce productivity, even impact our physical and mental health, such as lack of sleep and decreased focus. A very very common symptom you see in the today's youth. आप अपनी बात ही कर लो, आप लोग क्या करते हो? रात को नेटफ्लिक्स की सीरीज देख रहे हो, अमेजन की प्राइम वीडियोस सीरीज देख रहे हो, एंड व्हाट हैपेंस इन द मॉर्निंग? यू डू नॉट गेट अप अर्ली, यू गेट अप लेट, एंड व्हाट हैपेंस आफ्टर दैट? योर डे स्टार्ट्स लेट, एंड व्हेन योर डे स्टार्ट्स लेट, दैट मीन्स you have wasted a lot of time when the world is running forward, right? So make sure it should not be ill practiced. Practice it just to relax. Now the key issue is not binge watching itself, but the lack of control. That's what I'm trying to tell you side by side. When entertainment starts interfering with our responsibilities and goals, it becomes a problem. In conclusion, again देखो conclusion हर बार देना जरूरी है. Please understand that. In conclusion, binge watching should be enjoyed in moderation. If we manage our time wisely and stay disciplined, we can enjoy entertainment without letting it affect our success. Thank you at the end. Thank you at the end means you have completed your topic. That is again an important part. So thank you जरूर बोलना है, इसको मिस नहीं करना है. That is very very important. Let's go for the next part. The last micro presentation topic for today is, after this we'll do the interviews questions. The day 1 वाला जो हमने कल यहाँ पर बच्चों को बोला था करने को, आज मॉर्निंग में उसकी रिहर्सल हो रही है सबकी, उनकी भी और आपकी भी. Now success is 90% perspiration and 1% inspiration. This is again a general topic, it can be given to anyone. So see the topics they have, they are very general. It is not that they are asking very complicated topics. Anybody who has a good knowledge, they can like good speaking skills, they can already do it. Like in 3 or 4 days definitely you can't learn English, but yes, you definitely go ahead and can brush it well. I remember one incident actually. One of our students 2 or 3 years ago, he was not very good in English. So हुआ क्या, we learnt, we made him learn certain 2 or 3 micro presentation topics, skill assessment, and some interview questions. And luckily, with God's grace, he got all those things. This year also it happened. One of our students, she knows it. I asked her that this topic suits your personality, so this topic should be there. They should ask you this presentation topic, and that actually happened. And she was like, "Sir, वही आ गया जो आपने तैयार करने को बोला था." So that's how it feels so good when you say something and that happens. It does not happen every time, okay? But yes, it happens, so it looks good. So my point is, the micro presentation topic depends on your answers. It depends on your personality, because if you are too studious, they may give you a topic which is related to academics, and if they see your personality a bit dominating one, they may give you a topic on a general idea where they can ask, where they can check about your personality a bit more. And if they see that you are a bit confused, not that good, again they will give you a general topic to give a chance to you so you can present yourself better. Because देखो, they are there to select you, they are not there to reject you, right? वो वहाँ select करने बैठे हैं, reject करने नहीं बैठे हैं. They want the cream students. So if they want the cream students, they have to give a chance to you to present yourself. But sometimes, yes, the irony is there. Last year it happened with one of our students. The last event, one of the top students we had, 2 minutes दिए उसको. It happened, right? And they said thank you so much. So it should not happen with anyone, but then it comes about the luck factor also. Maybe the interviewers were in a hurry or whatever happened. So that again, certain thing in 1.5 or 2 minutes, you cannot judge any personality. Believe me guys, it's gonna take time. When you speak to someone for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, then they get to know about you. Maybe the first 1 and 2 minutes you were very nervous, so that does not make sense to me. But normally they give time to everybody, so luck plays an important role, no doubt about it. So this is the last topic of today's micro presentation topic. So what exactly it says, it talks about the quote, because this is a quote, right? A quotation है. Success is 90%, 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration. So this is how you can start with it. The quote, success is 90% perspiration and 1% inspiration, highlights the true meaning of achievement. It was given by Thomas Edison. Who was Thomas Edison? Who was Thomas Edison?
The person who
He invented bulb, right? One of the greatest inventors in history, due to which you can see the artificial light, I'll say. This quite emphasizes that hard work matters far more than just having a great idea. So they have given one example. You may take more. You may find out the Google is with you, the AI is with you. Find out the people who succeed because of the perspiration. So in inspiration may give us a starting point. Like again the same thing. देखो जब हमने बात किया था the last topic which we had, which topic I'm talking about? I'm talking about this topic. Self-aware. There is no substitute to hard work. There also we talked about in the beginning we have to give the introductory part, that apart from hard work what other things there are. The same way when we talk about the success is 90% perspiration, we are talking about the other things side by side. That inspiration may give us a starting point, a vision or a goal, but without consistent effort discipline and perseverance, that idea remains incomplete. Many people have brilliant ideas, but only those who work tirelessly are able to turn them into reality. Success is not achieved overnight, it requires patience, learning from failures, and continuous improvements. Hard work builds skills, confidence, and resilience, which are essentials for long term success. In conclusion, while inspirations can spark the journey, it is perspiration, our efforts, and dedication that truly leads us to success. Therefore, we must focus more on working consistently rather than just waiting for ideas. So again, the topic you can find out anything about that, but you should know about it a bit. तभी आप बोल पाओगे, वरना मुश्किल हो जाएगा. You will not be able to speak. The next thing which we're going to do in today's class about some interview questions. Now, in interview questions, when you talk about in introduction yourself, so what you have to do when you introduce yourself, it should include your name. For example, my name is Manish. It introduce your location, that where are you from. It should include one or two lines on your family background. For example, your father business, your mother's business or work, what do they do, and if you have some elder or younger sibling, if they are some at some good place. A bit about family. They should talk about academics, because I'm going to run now a mock interview in the live class here, not with you guys, but yes, with the people who are here offline, because I'm going to take mock interviews now. So these questions they're going to give me the answers on. You guys can also practice that if you guys would like to. Let me know. We can have that in, because in the YouTube class you can only chat, you can't speak. But practice it with your friends, with your family, with your teachers if you would like to, and make sure you include all these things. Academics, if you have good scores in class 10th and 11th, do include those. If you don't have good scores, do not include those, because that makes an impact, that gives a base to interviewer to ask the questions. So when you give your name, give a brief introduction about your location, give a brief introduction about your family. Brief introduction, when I say about location, not about 2 or 3 lines, just one line, that I am from a city which is famous for this particular thing. In family, my father is this, my mother is this, and my elder sibling is this. Whatever profession they are into, if they are in good profession, tell them, otherwise there is no need. Academics, in my class 10th and 11th, give your school name if that is a prominent one. If not, still add that. Let them know it's a prominent one in your area. Maybe not in, they don't know about it, but in your area it is a prominent one, it is a good one. Include your hobbies and interests. So hobbies and interests are also important. So the introduction part should be around 45 seconds. I believe that should be enough. In this 45 seconds, you have to include certain things which they should ask from you. In academics, you definitely had to add, not to forget, your co-curricular activities, your extra curricular activities, and definitely the achievements. So if you have all these things, then this 45 seconds can last to 1 minute and 1 minute 15 seconds. That is absolutely okay. But at least you should be able to speak for 40-45 seconds, because when you speak in the beginning, because most of the time they have the question about introduction, in that case you should be well versed that what you are, that is about self-awareness. So when you talk about yourself in the first 40-45 seconds, you get confidence to speak, and when they ask you anything in general also from academics, you may answer that more confidently. So include, make sure your introduction should be around 40-45 seconds minimum, and if you have extra achievements, you have done some certifications, include them in the introduction and make them impressive, so the interviewer should ask the questions from there only. Now the second question, why Christ? Now everybody has their own reason for this. Now for why Christ, what I suggest, that just do not give any random idea. Go on the Christ University website. Research from there. Now when you go on the Christ University website, you will get a lot of things to know about it. you may go to the different parts here. Let just it come. So this is about us, history and milestone. What happened to their website? It's not working properly. Because that's how we ask our students to prepare it. Because when you know more about this, you may present it better. Because why you want to go to Christ University? Okay, here it is. Now you should know that whose vision it was. So Christ deemed to be university. You should know the what is the meaning of deemed to be university. That is again something which you should know about. And the vision was, from whom the vision was, when was it founded. So this first thing is very very important. You should know about it. Now deemed to be university, I believe you must be aware about. It is basically when UGC grants you not you the college, the institution, that they can give their own degree. For example, Christ University has Symbiosis, NMIMS, and a lot more. There's so many deemed to be universities which have their own curriculum. Then you can have a bit more information from here, because what exactly is the main thing which I can say, that this is what exactly it is, which you can learn about. This thing when you go with, you will have more confidence when you speak about the university. For any university you can do this exercise. For any university it's going to help. So the multidisciplinary university focuses on teaching, research and services. They provide us bachelor degrees. So that is not what exactly you need to tell about all these things. You may tell them it's a multidisciplinary university which focuses on teaching, research and services, and this gives the degree which I want. Use your name of the degree, and it has given it to more than 40,000 plus students, and they have their offer. There are 4 different campuses in Bangalore, in Karnataka, Bangalore, Karnataka, one in Pune, one in Ghaziabad, NCR. The campus is a living example of harmonious multiculturalism with students from all the states and UTs and around 60 different countries. Christ deemed to be university publishes 6 peer-reviewed research journals, and here published more than 300 books in Kannada and English, a promoter of sports. So you can use certain lines, not everything. You can use it's a multidisciplinary university. You can use the number of students it has given direction to. It's a living example of harmonious multiculturalism with students from all the states, UTs and around 60 different countries. You can tell them it's a promoter of sports, music and literary activities, and it's nurturing ground for creative excellence. So there are so many things when you talk about that you can talk about them. Okay? Apart from this, there are a lot more. If we go into more details about us, vision and mission, let's see that. You can talk about the vision of the university's excellence and service, and this is the mission, that the mission of the university is a nurturing ground, to provide a nurturing ground for an individual's holistic development. Now do learn the meaning of holistic, that means overall development, not only academically. So use this word, that gonna help. So देखो किसी भी क्वेश्चन का आंसर ना why university, you can prepare it from the website itself, from that university's website. So is a nurturing ground for individuals' holistic development to make effective contribution to society in a dynamic environment. Now core values they have faith in God, moral uprightness, love of fellow beings, social responsibility, pursuit of excellence. Now use all these words in your introduction, in your why Christ University. Now that what that happens, what does that do? That actually tells them that you have done some research about the university and you are genuinely interested. You are not just a random candidate who has just applied for this. So you have thought about this university, and then you are giving some time to it, to research about it, and that's how you are going for it. That is very important, right? Now itna I think काफी होता है in the why Christ का आंसर देने में. And then when they say why Bangalore campus, now to answer to that, you can again find it out from here only. when they talk about the campuses. So they are the campus, Bangalore Central Campus, or any campus you're going to go for, talk about that, go to that particular page and find it out. Christ, it's an eco-friendly, serene and peaceful environment and deeply committed to upholding value system. And okay, this is something now they are talking about expects the student. So this is not what exactly we're going to talk about. So what exactly we can talk? Here they have given the instructions to students in the central campus that how the students behave. Very funny it is, sorry. But they must respect their teachers, greeting them while they meet them in or out university campus. So they must rise when the teacher enters the classroom, remaining standing till they are directed to sit or till the teacher. Matlab they are fond of discipline. So because Bangalore Central Campus is a very much disciplined one, that you can also say an eco-friendly one, serene hai, peaceful environment hai, and they are deeply committed to upholding value systems. Right? So in value system you may add number of things which you would like to. So these things you should not say very frankly. But ऊपर वाला जो first two lines है that you can take a crux to speak about. Should be seated in their respective classroom at the stroke of the bell. मतलब school है यार, simple सी बात है. It's a very 85% attendance they ask for, and they make like they take hell out of you, and they make a perfect, a mature person to you. That's really nice. Now again, they are expected to make use of library. So talk about the library, and as far as I know, the library is huge. It's one of the most huge ones in the in that area, in the south side, I'll say. Library, talk about the library. They have a very huge library with the diversity and with the variety of books, topics, then staircases, protocol, etc., etc. That is again congregating on the road in front of smoking, strictly prohibited. So they are given the directions actually, I believe. So sense of decorum, discipline, inside, outside, misconduct, etc., etc. Okay, they are not talked much about the campus actually here. So they have talked much about how one should behave. So Bangalore Central Campus, I will tell you from the point of view which I have from my students. The Bangalore Central Campus is one of the very vast campus, one of the much vast campus they have, and that is the campus. That is a main campus, the oldest campus they have, and that has diversity, multi-cultural. Every day you're gonna see some workshop going on, some guest faculty coming up. In certain part of area, assignments never end. Like students do get a lot of opportunities to expose themselves, and they get a lot of exposure from the corporates also, from the teachers. They get a lot of credits to use to make projects, etc. So Bangalore Central Campus, one can talk about, there are all good things they have. Discipline is one most thing that they talk about. So that you can talk about why Bangalore campus, or you can also talk about that the location part, the central campus, because if you talk about the other three campuses of in Bangalore, they are not that much in city. This is in the city where you can enjoy the Bangalore city lifestyle also actually, because the one is in Yeshwantpuram, that is far away, and one is in Kangeri campus, that is again on highway side somewhere, and the Banagata campus is also a good one, but that is a small in size, that is specifically designed for specialist courses. So central campus is one where you're gonna meet every say every corner, every student from every discipline you can meet, and it's a huge one, like बहुत बड़ा campus है. Now then they say what were your subjects in class 12, that you have to answer yourself. Favorite subject you have to answer yourself. Now why the chosen course? Let's say for example you have chosen one course, then we can, any course we can talk about. Let's talk about the admissions. Go to the admission page here, and let's go to the undergraduate postgraduate programs. Let's talk about the BBA for example, or BCom honors, which are the most important one here for the students. Let's find out BBA, not the Bachelor of Law. So this thing you can do at yourself, that's not a problem here, right? So let's talk about this. Now this is the BBA central campus which we're going to go for. This is here. So eligibility, if we check, first of all you should be able to know that you are eligible enough or not, and then the fees you should know about, that is this for other Indian states, Karnataka, NRI, etc. And this is the important part, the explore part. Here you can know why you have to go for this particular course. Now when you talk about why a particular course, you should read all this. For example, if I talk about BBA, the BBA program is a platform for us to have a positive attitude for excellent performance and committed services. It provides us the entrepreneurial ambitions. The curriculum you can talk about, where they're gonna give you the specializations also in the last year. Here it is. So what will you learn? You will learn, I will learn business fundamentals here. That means I will acquire a solid understanding of core business principle, providing a foundation knowledge of organized dynamics, preparation strategy. I will learn entrepreneurship and so on, management specializations. I will be having the option to choose from team collaboration activities I'm gonna have, and you can also go on the course module. The year 1, how is going to be, year 2, then year 3, year 4. All these curriculum, if you go, you can easily tell them whether what are the benefits of going into this, and the career prospects like business analyst, entrepreneur, marketing manager, human resource specialist, financial consultant. All these things, when you include your interview, that means the interviewer definitely understands that something the person who is in front of me, he knows a lot about it. So that is why I'm saying, make sure you guys go through the profile of the course, the curriculum and everything. You should read it from here. The program focuses on developing and equipping students to meet the managerial challenges in 21st century. If you go to the specialized courses now, you will learn languages, you will learn systems. For example, let's talk about eco honors, for example. Let's talk about the Bachelor of Science, Economic, Mathematics and Statistics. That's what you're preparing for, right? अब किसके लिए कर रहे हैं? Only BBA के लिए. Okay. चलो इसकी भी बात कर लेते हैं, because दोस्त से बच्चे हैं शायद, they're gonna prepare, they're preparing for it because they have the dream to get into this course. Now this, the Bachelor of Science programs in Economics, Mathematics and Student Statistics with Econometrics honors with research is an interdisciplinary program offered jointly by School of Science and School of Social Science. It's uniquely designed for students who are interested in studying economics with a solid understanding of quantitative methods derived from mathematics and statistics. So that is the solution part they are talking about. After the successful 3-year degree program, they have option to an honors program, and they have a they may pursue graduate studies in economics, finance or actuarial science, data science, statistics, mathematics. There are such a vast area that you can get into. Now what will you learn? Then again, the why choose the program, the answer they are giving it to you on the website only. If you just go through the website carefully, you can learn all that. That is very important. That's what the point I have. Then what will you learn? The information is again here. So why to choose the curriculum is the main reason. It connects theory and real world application. It gives you the software tools such as Python, R, Tableau, mandatory internships, value added courses, professional certifications you get, academic leadership, social consciousness. So include all these things in the interview. So this kind of things, why to choose the program, what will you learn, and the subject, curriculum you're going to get, and what you're going to become, everything you're going to get in every program. You just have to research a bit, and then you can just do wonders in the interview. Let's go further. What about your hobbies? Now whatever hobbies you have, make sure you spend some time on that, so you are ready with the cross questioning. For example, if you talk about reading newspaper, make sure you read the newspaper for the last 2 or 3 days at least. What do you want to become in future and how Christ will help you? That is a personal question. You can just make that, and Christ will help you by the course. Why the course? Include that part here. Your extracurricular activities, if you have done, do ensure that. Tell me best about you. Do prepare for this question, that what is best about you, because that gives you the confidence when you deliver your interview there. Suppose I met you 7 years after, or 3 years of Christ, that means they are asking about the 10 years. So make sure you prepare your short-term goals and long-term goals. They are very important. They may ask you what is your short-term goals, or they may just turn the question anyway here and there. Now, if you get a chance, what will you change in the society? Now, think about the problem which you have surrounding your area. Think about that. How can you change it? So that is all we have in day one today, because I have to take class here also. So I'm gonna end it today. Tomorrow again at the same time in the morning around 8 o'clock or 8:15 we're gonna start the second day, or maybe I'll try to make it, if it's possible, I'll put that live notification in the on the YouTube live, and I will appreciate if the questions come there. Thank you so much, Sunita ji. I just saw that you are here. Thank you. So there are a lot of comments, information that people are getting. I'll try to answer them one on one. So thank you so much for watching, and do share it with your friends and your colleagues. And if your friends are preparing for it, or the kids of your friends are preparing for it, so definitely go ahead with it. Thank you so much, and do like us, comment your queries so we can answer that also. Thank you so much. Take care.